Courtyard is absolutely massive. I am outside one of the oldest universities in the entire world. Established in 1592, Trinity College Dublin has really established itself as one of the premier research institutions in the entire world. The campus is incredible, it's world-renowned, and it has actually one of the oldest and most famous books in existence in the library, which is often regarded as one of the most beautiful libraries in the world. So we're gonna go check it out. So at the main entrance, here's the door. And then I turn around and you got literally the city center. Temple Bar is like a 2-minute walk from here. So it must absolutely be incredible to be a student and being able to literally go and you just have all of the amazingness of Dublin within just like a 15-minute walk at the very most. The school is so centrally located. When it was created in 1592, you couldn't have pictured that Dublin would expand the way it did. But if you had to pinpoint like a center of the city, it would be very close to this actual location. It can't get more perfect for students. When coming in from the main entrance, you're faced with this massive facade with the pillars on it, with the big door that you walk right through to get you to the courtyard. It definitely has a lot of that Northern European architecture that it's just, when you're here, you feel the grandeur right on you. The courtyard is absolutely massive. You just have buildings all around you, and they're very Gothic, they're very Roman, and it feels like you're going to classes in the 15th century, 16th century, which makes sense considering that they have maintained the designs of the buildings and kept it almost nearly perfect. I mean, it has a very old feeling to it, and it has a historic feeling. I could so picture a student who is touring this campus and is being like, yeah, this is the school I absolutely need to be at. I know that feeling, and yeah, if I was like an Irish resident, this would honestly maybe be my #1 pick for a school. So many Roman elements, the columns, pilasters, the massive facades, the arches, the domes, even taking a lot of Catholic architectural elements and having it be implemented. The stone ground that you walk across. It's like, I'm blown away. And there's a reason why this is not only an institution, but really a tourist attraction, because just the way it looks is like, it really is shocking at how incredible this place is. So the Book of Kells is an illuminated religious manuscript created by Celtic monks around the year 800. Yeah, 800. It's written entirely in Latin. It's one of the oldest books in history that we currently actually still have, and it is inside Trinity College Dublin. It is inside the library. You can go take a tour, see it. I'm not going to do that because it costs money and I don't really have the interest just to see an old book, but it's still crazy that is here. The academics here are so unbelievably strong. There's a reason why this is one of the premier universities in all of Europe. While one of the things they are known for is their social sciences and their humanities, that doesn't mean that their STEM programs aren't elite. They absolutely are, and their research is literally like, it's hard to compete with them, any school in all of Europe. The campus isn't overly massive. It goes about a couple of blocks both ways, but every single part of the actual campus just blows you away. There are some places that you go and you just feel the prestige, you feel the culture, and this is certainly one of them. I just feel like I'm in the presence of such academics, such culturalists, and you just it's like almost a chilling feeling. It's really awesome to be in. Videos don't even encapsulate the grandeur that this place has. Because the school actually has a campus, which a lot of schools in major cities don't. Think of Columbia, for example, that you don't even feel like you're in a big city right now. It feels like I'm in almost like a an American like semi-suburb, thinking of like Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Harvard is. But you forget that the city is everywhere around you. You don't hear cars, you don't hear like all the regular city hustle and bustle noises. So this is phenomenal. This is a real campus. I mean, not only are there the academic buildings and student housing, but you have the grass areas, you have places where students can hang out. You have right behind me, probably the most important thing here, is the rugby field. So it's a lot of different areas for students to be, which again, you might be thinking like, well, every school has that. But keep in mind that, again, as I already mentioned, we're in the middle of a city. So most city schools don't have this massive green area rugby field in the middle of campus right behind me. If they have a rugby field, or I guess the equivalency would be like in the US, like any athletic field, like a baseball field, soccer field, football field, it's usually a little bit off campus. This must be such a cool place to be playing rugby. You got the academic buildings and just the Romanesque features of that surrounding you. And then you turn and you could see a little bit of the city right surrounding your field that you're playing a game on. Another comparison is NYU, New York University, right in the middle of Manhattan. And their athletic fields, I'm not even kidding, are about a 45-minute commute to get there, which is like, yeah, that blows your mind, specifically their baseball field. People visit this school as a tourist attraction, and you gotta keep in mind, there are actual students, actual professors, and actual full staff that are working here every single day. It's, you know, I kind of feel bad almost for the students that it must feel like their school just feels like a tourist attraction. Some of my friends who attend Harvard say that, and that it's like when they're going to classes, it feels like they're almost, you know, not actually going to an actual academic institution. It's like they're going to a place that everybody wants to visit, and they just happen to be taking classes there. It's possible for me to study abroad here. My school has a program with Trinity College Dublin, spring 2025, question mark. So I'm here right now while the students are off. There are no classes at the moment, so it's just tourists. That's all the people that are walking around. So I wonder what it's actually like on a normal day of classes. How many students are there? What's the tourist to student ratio? And just what's the overall feel during that? This school is so touristy, they run 2 different tours. One for actual prospective students, like every other school does, and another one that's just for tourists. The school does do a good job, I think, though, of keeping those tourists separated from the actual students. For the actual academic buildings, you know, you can't just walk right into there. You have to scan your student ID, and they have turnstiles that really make it so only students can get in. It's not like someone can be holding the door open for you and you sneak your way in, which from a student's perspective must be at least very nice that you don't have these random visitors coming into your academic libraries or academic buildings while you're just trying to go to class. So that's it from Trinity College Dublin. Heading out now, and look, just like that, back into the city. You actually managed to watch the entire video. First off, thank you. And as you can see right now, I am in Dublin. So if you want to check out my video in Dublin, click to the left of my head. And if you want to check out my video specifically on Temple Bar, click to the right of my head.